the reason that we all make excuses is because excuses are valid. Maybe you really were abused as a kid. Maybe you got in an accident and you're paralyzed. Those are real things. Maybe you really are broke. Maybe you grew up in the ghetto. Maybe you didn't have an education. Maybe you really are $100,000+ in debt. It's all real. And that's the problem with excuses, is they're very valid, but yet they don't serve you. So even though you have this incredibly valid thing, you have to find a way to get it out of your life. Don't worry about who you are today, right? I didn't worry about who I was when I was failing in film school. That didn't matter. What mattered was, who was I willing to become and what was the price that I was willing to pay to get there? And so if I was going to make the change in my life, I had to begin to look at things as they were. I had to take the red pill. I had to live in the world not as I wanted to be, but as it actually is. There are many things in this world that we all wish weren't true. There are many things that we want to be that just aren't. The game that you're playing is human psychology. There is no greater control than control over oneself. If you fail to understand that the name of the game is changing yourself, acquiring skills, identifying the gap between who you are today and the person you want to become, and accepting that you can do anything you set your mind to without limitation. So now how you spend that time, what skills you begin to acquire in order to execute against that future vision you have of yourself, that is everything. But you're going to have to be willing to suffer along the way.
The truth about holding on to excuses is that we all do it. It's the most natural thing to do. We all have roadblocks in the way. We've all got forces that hold us back. Only one thing happens when we listen to our excuses. We become stuck with them. They literally become real. So don't ask yourself what's standing in your way. You already know that. Instead, ask yourself, how do I change to become the kind of person that's able to get past what's standing in my way? Because that is the only way to get past any obstacle that's in front of you. You don't chisel away at obstacles, and you really don't wait for them to quietly disappear. And you build yourself into a force that can push through anything that's standing in your way. And remember, either you make excuses or you make progress. The choice is yours.